Now, the last thing that I want to discuss is something that Mia Khalifa said in her TikTok video that seems to be a prevalent and prevailing attitude in society among young adults today. And from my experience, from what I am seeing and hearing, is that it mainly comes from the female side. And that is how insignificant or how much they downplay the commitment of marriage is. Mia Khalifa in her video even said,
"We should not be afraid to leave these men. We are not stuck with these people. Marriage is not a sanctimonious thing. It is paperwork."
It's just paperwork. Well, if it is that, then you were never married. If that is the only thing, or that is the primary thing from stopping you from leaving someone that you joined in holy matrimony, is the annoyance and inconvenience of paperwork, then you were never truly married. And I do, for lack of a better term here, socialize with quite a few people. And I know quite a few of them, women, that are more apt to jump out of a marriage than the men are. I have another lady friend who, her current husband, he gave her the ultimatum of, we're either going to be a married couple or we are going to be apart. We're not going to do this play house shit. It's very sad because I am not going to sit here and tell you that men don't do the same. But it is really, really a sad thing to see how people overall treat marriage, how little marriage means. People think that marriage is nothing more than a relationship with a name change. They don't understand all that it takes to be a spouse, what it takes to be a husband, what it takes to be a wife. You can't treat marriage like it is a normal relationship, because now it is more so of a commitment. Okay, the dating should have showed you, as I said before, if you want to marry this person, that's what dating is. It is a weeding out process. It is a trial. And if that person shows you the traits that you are looking for in a spouse, then marriage is the next logical step. The thing is, people don't understand how once you say I do, that there are things that change. I believe another problem is people don't believe that, oh, it's not going to change anything. Yeah, there is something about the human psyche that changes when you say I do. When you do sign your name on that marriage certificate, you know now that it's not something that you should be easily allowed to walk away from. Your brain should not tell you, oh, this is real. And sadly, I think a lot of people do. And when they do that, they go into a bit of a self-sabotage. They start doing things consciously or subconsciously that are going to destroy that marriage and that relationship for whatever the reason. But it's not being promoted like it was when I was coming up, about how that union between a man and a woman is one that is bound by the words that are said till death do us part. Nowadays, people feel like this when they enter a marriage. Oh, well, if I don't like it in a few years, I'll just get a divorce. Then you're not really married. Then you're not fully committed to this. Because I was. Look, as unpleasant as it was for us before the moment of getting a divorce, I had no intention on leaving my ex-wife. And if I am fortunate enough to be married again, it will be till death do us part. To me, marriage is a very sacred thing. There are female friends that I have that once they get married, I jump ship. Not to the fact that I just stop being their friend. Not like that. I mean, to the extent that I am involved in their life. Day-to-day conversations, late night conversations, hanging out type things. I really back up off that because I've been on the wrong end of the home wrecking spectrum. And I never want to be put in that position where I am viewed as a potential home wrecker, because I do respect that. The lady friends that I still regularly involve myself with, I make sure that their husband and I have a very strong and common ground of respect and communication. And I believe that as a society, as a culture, as a nation, as a people, we need to get back to that. A lot of other nations, a lot of other cultures are still very grounded in the sanctity of marriage. But America, not so much. my 2 cents, I feel that we would definitely be better off as a culture and a society with those strong home values, those strong relationships between couples, those strong marriages that lead to strong households, stronger families, which leads to a stronger society. But that's just my 2 cents. I just cannot agree with that.
It is paperwork.
It was very disheartening to hear, but you can see the way society is, and it proves that what Mia Khalifa said is the way that a lot of people see marriage. You can catch the rest of that conversation on our Free Mind Thinkers podcast, which you can listen to wherever you listen to any of your favorite podcasts. We are on Amazon Music, Google Podcast, iHeartRadio, and Pandora. So give us a listen there.